Hello and welcome to another episode of Editing Friday. Today I'm going to show you a really cool trick in Adobe Photoshop Beta that I have been interested in and have been eager to try, and it might help you improve your editing workflow. So I have a beautiful photograph that I found on Unsplash here by Amy Houst. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to select the subject, and this is something that Photoshop Beta automatically does. It does it really well. So within a few seconds it selected the subject. There are a few bits and pieces that weren't selected, so I'll go to the selection brush right here, and I'm just going to brush over the areas that I want to be selected. You don't really need to be a perfectionist here, you don't need to worry about selecting all the details that are in the picture. As long as the main outline is there, that's okay. And then right click on your selection and select inverse. And then go to Generative Fill. And now you can make some magic in Photoshop Beta by describing the object or the things that you would like to replace the background with. So we have a simple background here. What you want to do is maybe create a textured background. So I'm going to type in textured studio backdrop, and I'll click on generate. And then you just need to wait for Photoshop to do its thing and to give you a few options to choose from that will hopefully make your image look even better. This usually works really well when you have simple backgrounds in photographs and you want to enhance the image. So this is option number 1, option number 2, and option number 3. As you can see, it analyzed the photograph and it created a complementary background. I really like this version. I think it's really beautiful and I like the shadow. So just to show you before and after, it does have depth and it is dynamic and it works well with the main subject. Now, what you want to do afterwards is just zoom in real quick, see if there are any bits that look weird. I see like her fingernail here is kind of missing. Go to the layer mask right here, and then go over to the brush tool, make sure the foreground color is black, and then brush over the parts that look a bit weird to recover them. And with the hair, I think it's really a good idea to toggle between before and after just to make sure you're not missing any parts. I mean, Photoshop does such a good job at making certain areas look natural, even if they didn't exist in the original image, but you still want to make sure that everything looks okay by brushing over your image. Like her ear here didn't look that great, so just want to make sure everything looks good. And that's pretty much it. I think this is an amazing tool, especially if you are working in simple environments and you have simple backgrounds. So definitely make good use of this, and it's a very trial and error process, I would say, because sometimes the backgrounds don't work, sometimes Generative Fill produces very unusual results. So what you want to do is not give up and just try different versions, and I'm sure you'll be very happy with your results. What do you think of this tool? Is this something you would use? A few weeks ago I mentioned Adobe Photoshop Beta's Generative Fill, the whole widening photograph look. Like if you want to make your images look more panoramic, or if you want to make them look larger, you can help or get help from Photoshop to enlarge your images in that way. Some of you said that you were interested in that. What do you think of this? What do you think of changing background? Is this something that you think would help you in your editing workflow? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure to join our online photography community to learn more about taking pictures and editing every single day. Thank you. Enjoy your weekend.